everybody. Today I have come back again with a new experiment. The name of the experiment is dielectric properties of the barium titanate. The chemical formula of the barium titanate is BaTiO3. And now first we will understand what is the dielectric material. The dielectric material are those material which is the poor conductor of the electricity but efficient supporter of the electrostatic field. In other words, it is a non-conducting materials but stores electrical charges. When the dielectric material placed in a electric field, then the electric charges do not flow through the material, but the electrical charges slightly shift from their equilibrium position due to the dielectric polarity. And when a dielectric material is placed in a electric field, then the positive charge move along the direction of the field, but the negative charges to move opposite direction of the field, and in this process make a dipole, and it is known as the dielectric polarization. In case of the dielectric polarization, the positive and negative charges do not coincide to naturally. And now the dielectric materials divided in mainly three parts. First one is the solid dielectrics, second is liquid dielectrics, and gaseous dielectrics. Mica, plastic and ceramics belongs to the positive solid dielectrics, but in the distilled water is the liquid dielectrics. In case of the vacuum and the nitrogen and helium belongs to the gaseous dielectrics. Now for the better understanding, the barium titanate. The barium titanate, you can see the barium titanate has many polymorphic transformation, just like a orthorhombic and orthogonal tetragonal cubic. And according to the solid state physics, the seven crystal system. The seven crystal systems are here. First one is the cubic, tetragonal, and orthorhombic, and orthogonal, and hexagonal, monoclinic, and triclinic. And it is the unit cell of the crystal. And you can see here the alpha and beta are the angles, and A and BC are the lattice parameter. The lattice parameter is the length between 2 points on the corner of the unit cell. And today we will discuss only the cubic and the tetragonal. And in case of the cubic phase, all lattice parameters are equal, and an angle of the alpha beta gamma is equal to 90 degree. But in case of the two edges tetragonal, two lattice parameter is equal and one is not equal, and alpha and beta is 90 degree, and it is the overall seven crystal system. Now, since the barium titanate possesses many properties such as the ferroelectricity, piezoelectricity, and it has the perovskite structure. The chemical formula for the perovskite structure is AbO3 type structure. You can see it is the perovskite structure AbO3, where A atom is situated at the Q corner position and B atom is situated at the BCC position. BCC means body centered cubic, and oxygen atom is FCC position, face centered cubic. And you can see it is the AB3. It is similar to the BaTiO3. For BaTiO3, you can see barium titanate is situated at the corner of the Q, and for the Ti atom in the here, and the barium titanate you can see it is the AbO3 type structure, and for the barium titanate is the in this way. Now we discuss about the ferroelectric material. The ferroelectric materials are those materials which have the spontaneous polarization. Since the spontaneous polarization means in the absence of an applied field which can be reversed by an externally applied electric field, this property is known as the ferroelectricity, and it is also possess the piezoelectricity. This means that it is the ability of the material to generate the electricity be subjected to the mechanical stress or strain or vice versa. And now let us move on the how can calculate the dielectric constant with the help of this experiment. Now it is the tabular furnace. Inside is this furnace, the BOT3 is put, and it is the LCR meter. With the help of the LCR meter you can calculate the capacitance value and the dielectric value and corresponding to the different temperature, and taking the reading from 40 to 150 at interval of the 3 degree Celsius, and you can collect the data in warming mode and cooling mode. Here we only discuss for the warming mode, so you can start from the 40 to 150 and you can calculate this temperature and make a table in this way: temperature and the capacitance, and you can write the difference value corresponding to the different capacitance. And using this table you can calculate the dielectric constant and you can draw a different graphs. And now how can calculate the dielectric constant with the help of this capacitance value and the temperature. Now further calculate the dielectric constant, measure the diameter of and the thickness of the specimen, and with the help of this we can calculate the dielectric constant by using this formula. Now let us move on how can calculate the dielectric constant. अब इसको Now to calculate the dielectric constant of the barium titanate, we can use this formula: epsilon is equal to C upon C naught, where epsilon may be written as in terms of the D and A. Epsilon is equal to C D upon AC naught, where C is the measured capacitance in the farads and C naught is the geometrical capacitance in vacuum, and D is the thickness of the capacitance, and A is the electrode area of the capacitor. Epsilon naught is the permittivity of the vacuum. The value of the permittivity of the vacuum is 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 12 farad per meter, where epsilon r is the relative dielectric constant. And since C naught is also written as in terms of the epsilon naught and area of the electrode in this way, and the thickness of the sample is 3.5 mm and diameter of the electrode is 11.4 mm, and area of the electrode we can calculate with the help of the diameter of the electrode, and the area of the electrode is pi by 4 11.4 ka whole square. Now we from equation 3 and 4 we can calculate the value of the C naught is equal to 0.26 picofarad. From equation 1 and 4 we can calculate the dielectric constant with the help of these equation. We can calculate the dielectric constant and of the BaTO3, And now by using this we can calculate the dielectric constant at different capacitance value and plot capacitance versus temperature. We will study later. And now from the Curie-Weiss law we can calculate, and also epsilon r is equal to the C upon C naught Ct minus Ktc. Tc is the Curie point and T is the Curie temperature. 1 upon this equation may be also written as in terms in this way, and 1 upon epsilon r is equal to T upon Tc minus Tc upon C. And on comparing equation with the straight line equation, y is equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope and c is known as the intercept. And by compare equation 1 and 2, we can write m is equal to 1 upon c and c is equal to minus Tc upon c. And in this way we can calculate the dielectric constant of the BaTiO3. Now if we draw a graph between the capacitance and the temperature, and this is the, you can see here a peak, and the peak value of the graph is 124, and this is known as the Tc, Curie point, and denoted by the Tc. The Curie point of the barium titanate is 124. This is due to an increase in the dielectric constant as the crystal structure of the ceramic changes from tetragonal to cubic structure. And you can see also here the Curie point is the transition temperature between the ferroelectric and non-ferroelectric structure of the barium titanate, and is characterized by a marked peak. This is peak in the permittivity versus temperature. Now and we can draw a graph between the dielectric constant versus the temperature, and it is a, you can see it is the Tc, and which is known as the Curie point. And in other words you can say that the temperature at which the spontaneous polarization disappear is called Curie temperature, and which is denoted by the Tc above 124 degree Celsius. BaTiO2 has a cubic structure. This means that it shows the cubic structure, and it shows the tetragonal structure. Above the 124 point, it shows the cubic structure, and it below the 124 it shows the tetragonal structure. And in case of the tetragonal structure it has the ferroelectric phase, but in case of the cubic structure it shows the paraelectric phase. And now it in the paraelectric phase and cubic it follows the Curie-Weiss law, and which is the chi directly proportional to 1 upon T minus Ktc. This law is valid when T is greater than Tc. And in simple words you can say the temperature of the phase transition is called the Curie point. Now decay, now if we draw a graph between the derivative of the dielectric constant versus the temperature, and the time derivative of the dielectric constant gives access to the multi-point correlation in the polar liquids. And the fundamental of this graph is the case, it has the maximum point, it has the minimum point, and the dielectric constant a quantity measuring the ability of a substance to store electrical energy in a electric field. This graph shows the inverse dielectric constant versus the temperature. With the help of this graph we can calculate the Curie-Weiss temperature, and since we know that chi is equal to A upon T minus Ktc, where E is the Curie constant and the Curie Tc is the Curie temperature and Curie-Weiss temperature, and this equation is known as the Curie-Weiss law. And since the electrical susceptibility is defined as chi is equal to P is epsilon naught into E, or this is maybe also written as in terms of the permittivity of the vacuum, epsilon upon epsilon at 1V, where P is the polarization and E is the electric field. Now the from equation, since the chi is equal to epsilon 1 at 1, say epsilon minus 1, and it is now the equation 1 rearrange, then the formula is 1 upon chi is equal to T minus KTC, and from equation 1 and 2 we can write this equation in this way: 1 upon epsilon is equal to T minus KTC upon A. Now comparing in equation with the straight line equation, the straight line equation is y equal to mx plus c, and then from equation 3, and we can calculate the slope by curve fitting, which is this one, and the slope you can seen this is the slope of the curve, and with the help of this we can calculate the Curie beach temperature with the help of this 1 upon A slope of this, and the many applications of the barium technique is possible, such as the capacitor, oscillators, and filters, and it is used in the memory devices and energy store devices. And finally, thank you for watching video.